Today I want to show you guys how much I have made in dividend alone in the 10 years that I have been investing. My retirement portfolio is not necessarily dividend focused. I do want to have some, but I wanted to make sure that majority of my stocks and my investment were growth. That's because when I started my retirement portfolio, I was still young and I had a lot of time for the portfolio to grow, so I wanted to focus on growth mostly. So with that said, let's go check out how much dividend I have made over the 10 year I have been investing. If you have seen my last video, you may be familiar with this chart. So last video I showed you guys year to date of 2025. In this chart, I'm showing you guys yearly balance of each year from 2016 to 2025. And as you can see here, in 2016, in January, I started with 0 and made some deposit, and at the end of the year, I ended with 10,135. And in the first year, my dividend was 247 and 35 cents. And I'm just gonna go over chronologically from 2016. So the next year, I made $1,000, which is a huge jump. And I think when I started 2016 going to 2017, I did focus more on dividend because I like the idea of getting paid for owning a stock. And also at this time, I was very new to investing, so growth of my portfolio wasn't really implanted in my head. It wasn't until I think starting like maybe 2018 and 19 that I started to buy stock that was more growth focused rather than dividends. 2018, I have $446 dividend. I think it's because I made some adjustment, and also 2018, the stock market took a hit at the end of 2018. That's why when you see right here on the market change, my profit for 2018 is actually negative. And 2019 was a little bit over 1,000. 2020 was about mid 2000, and 2021 was when I hit 2,000. 2022 was 3,500 almost. 2023 was just $400 more than 2022. And 2024 I hit over 4,000, and 2025 I hit over 5,000. So the number of increase is not consistent, it's kind of all over the place. So I cannot predict what I'm gonna do this year that's gonna get me 6,000. But if you have seen my last video, I did mention that I do wish to get at least 5% increase. So 5% of 5,000 will be $250 if my math is correct, which means my dividend should end in $5,250 or almost $5,300. And looking at my history of dividend, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think by end of 2026 this year, my dividend could end anywhere from maybe 5,500 to 5,750. But like I said, that depends on what I decide to change in my portfolio. Whether I decide to go buying more stock that could give me a little bit more dividend pay. And I'll make future video about the dividend stocks that I purchased. And some of the aggressive ones that I have purchased, so that way you guys can see like how some of these jumps are pretty high compared to maybe yours, or maybe smaller than what you have. At the end of the 10 year of investing in my retirement portfolio, you can see down here I have earned $23,785 in dividend. And the best part about this dividend pay is that it is in my Roth IRA, which means that every dividend pay that I have earned is completely tax free. And before I close the video, I want to show you guys how much dividends I am making per each stocks or ETF that I have on my Roth IRA. So this is my Roth IRA. This is all the stocks and ETF I have in this account. Starting from the top is MSFT, which is Microsoft. And you can see here at the end of the right side is how much I make yearly from the Microsoft. This is based on 100 shares that I have. And as you scroll down, you can see that I earned $57 for the QQM with 45 share. And as I go down, you guys can see how much I will make yearly from each of the stock and ETF I have from this company or the fund that I invested in. And at the bottom, the current rate that I'm receiving from all this company, I am gonna be receiving a little bit shy of $5,000 overall for the dividend. Now, obviously, these dividend pay is gonna go up over the month, most likely than not. There are times that this dividend pay will go down, but assuming that they'll go up, it's gonna be over $5,000 at the end of the day. And like how I mentioned throughout the video, I may change some of the dividend stock that I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys a good luck for 2026.